What's up, Blinks? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
안녕, 로입니다.
I'm Kay.
I'm Curtis.
And I am the one who shall not be
I
named.
know Jenny better stop looking at me like that.
Y'all know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here. Crazy over you. I'm crazy over y'all. And I'm so crazy that I want y'all to be crazy back and hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please.
Become a real redeemer today.
Put a little bit more effort in it next time.
Also, take your crazy ass to the Patreon.
That was better.
Hit him with that dude.
Yeah.
You know what that doodle do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be faster than a whistle. Just go over there.
All right, Nicholas.
Kiss and make up later. Jump on the Patreon. There's gonna be some exclusive on there. It's ironic you mentioned that. But nah, it's gonna be some new BLACKPINK stuff on there. It's a guide up there for BLACKPINK already. We still got to do some of the B-sides like on the album, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some new stuff in this month as well.
They're gonna shut it down.
No long talk. This is another B-side that people wanted us to kind of jump into. We can have a conversation.
Finally.
Done. Fine. Someone is gonna be in the comments like, finally. Y'all forgot about BLACKPINK.
Damn.
We ain't forget about y'all, Blinks. You gonna blink real quick and it's gonna be
How
all
could
this
I ever
content.
forget about Lisa?
Look at Jenny.
Yes,
Jenny
Lisa is my baby.
First of all,
I
Jenny
Keith
love
is here like
Lisa.
Rose.
Keith love Rose. G Suits.
Lisa does my favorite anime, so I love it.
Jenny's got a beret on and then she got them eyes,
so much
man.
Jenny.
I
Lisa
can't-
lips on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump into this.
Things is happening.
Like, calm down, Nick. Got to. Like,
Did I hear that? No, I didn't.
Been on a kiss and tell. Some girls still wishing wells. If you're my man, I want you to myself. I know I have enemies, long as you're enemy. But I don't
That was
care,
slick.
'cause I got what I need. Oh yeah, need to get with the program. Wanna keep it close like slow dance. Hit you with the red, don't go. That's a bar, that's a bar. Then get it, I'll make sure.
Lisa, here we go.
To that hit, if you want to snake, I'm in snake. I'm in play hide and seek. Know that I'm gonna find you. Make sure you get left for your leave.
Bring real bars back.
I had to play it real, real smooth. And once I finally made my move, I'm crazy over you. Over you, only you. I'm crazy over you. Feels wrong, but it's right. Blacked out all night, like picked out like fight night. Maxed out in my mind, and the price right might bite. Never the regular. What claim I mess up, but I rather mess it up. Simple as so I need to know now. Don't you know I'm loco? I saw you and knew what I was trying to do.
This from the recent album?
I had to play it real smooth. And once
I was gonna say, look it up in the video now.
I'm crazy over you.
No, 2 years ago.
Okay. I'm crazy over you. Boy, by the time I'm done, I won't be the only one like you made me. You can't blame me.
That flew crazy.
Don't take my place. You drive me crazy.
Anthem. YG. It's
You
like,
get me back in them arms. Give me all you got, go insane with a bit of love heart. Love me like crazy, I love you crazy.
Don't miss out on Walmart.
we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna have a good day. It's gonna have good reactions, you know? This feel like a good day for reaction.
All right, I'll give you that. It does, but no,
Nah,
I
this
hate
feel
that
like
fucking
like
song.
a good day for reactions.
Keep
Oh,
someone.
shit, my fault.
That type of girl was that shit too.
Yeah, but this genre was better.
This go hard.
That flow, man.
This fucking beat.
The shit they was talking and that Lisa flow when she got it and started flowing.
Say, hold on.
That was crazy.
Because Blinks need to hear me.
Yeah. This was different. Every time I turned around, they got different like rap offerings that I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. I still think Shutdown is probably the best I've seen as far as rapping from them. But this
Shutdown is in my top 5 for like just rap shoes. So females, in my opinion.
Oh, I was gonna say for them is number 1. Like as far as rapper songs, but Kiss and Make Up is the number 1 song in general. But this right here might have to. I might actually download this one because.
This is it is something about Lisa rapping that's just like she has such a perfect rap voice, like, and it's just so sassy and energetic and like
confident.
it just oozes, like it feels sexy but strong. Like it's just it's I don't know, it just feels like I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar.
Ooh.
She's present.
Yeah, like you feel that energy.
You go, girl.
She's not playing when it comes to her rap.
Not on the comparison train. That's most of the times how I feel about Nicki. Like her presence is always. If I would go as far as to say, if I think Lisa was on a track rapping with guys like in the other K-Idol men, that her presence would still be felt.
Yeah.
And I think that's.
And
I think that says a lot.
And that says a lot about like you. And I also think Jenny is a slept-on rapper when she starts going, because I think we've seen enough B-sides and other stuff now to. Her verse on Shutdown might be up there in the pantheon of like if you got like top
one
10
little
bars.
bar. If say I don't know who they beefing with as far as girl groups or anything, but whoever she sent that bar at, I know they felt that shit.
Yeah, someone went in the studio after they heard
Yeah,
it.
someone went and wrote a song after this. So I don't know who they was talking about, but someone had that felt that shit. Cause damn.
Yeah, I like this a lot. My only gripe with the song was
actually now I think about it, I think I know what it is.
It's kind of too short.
My only gripe with the song was that I wanted the chorus to hit a little harder and it kind of mellowed down as when it was like progressively working up.
Right.
But it didn't matter. They kind of like reeled me like right back. So it was cool. They did it ironically at the end when it turned into kind of like the YG anthem.
Right.
Like they kind of did it towards the tail end of everything. But I love the sound.
It's kind of too short,
and everything that was going on. Blinks, I feel y'all pain, man. It's like, imagine having like some great food and you can't have it as often as you want to. Like it give you like bits and pieces of it, and it tastes God tier, and then they just keep taking the plate away from you.
Wow.
And you gotta kind of wait like 4 times out the year to like get your plate back.
That's how I am with Ferrero Rocher.
Like
That's what it feels like.
I got that shit on the regular in New Zealand.
Nothing ever tasted that good in my life. That's the best tasting thing I've ever.
That's more funny than someone elsewhere had it on the other side of the planet.
I'm like,
I eat that shit every day.
very common.
No, I'm just saying that because I was going to compare it to steak, and somebody might be like, I eat steak whenever the fuck.
Yeah, like, Ferrero Rocher though, it tastes
it's good.
Like, you know,
like, but it's there.
Well, it'll only be 3 in a pack, so
That's true. It's true.
I eat all 3.
And Toblerones, oh my god, so good. I miss Toblerones so
Crazy
much.
thing with
Anyway.
Blackpink too is that I feel like I hate using the term people were just getting started. I feel like shit is just only up for
I
them.
don't know, man.
When
It's
did
been
this
6
drop?
years.
When did this
I
drop?
feel like they got another 20 to run this shit.
Well, no, idols are lasting longer now, so you know.
Wait
Like
a
the
minute,
careers
this
and
year?
everything are lasting
No,
longer,
it's,
so
like 2
I like that.
years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I think music in general, like you said, Nas literally just dropped a track, the album. I feel like anybody.
Well, we know their
can have longevity.
industry is a little bit more. They love everything young. So once you're young, that's why a lot of people go hard. You know what I'm saying, and everything like
I agree.
that.
I just think when
the
you goated-
youth is very, very obviously when you goat it, you're
I was
goat.
about to say, I
But
think when you goaded in SK, it's not surpasses youth. Certain dudes like Big Bang, Rain, all them type of dudes can
Rain's
come
still
out
relevant,
anytime
right.
and feel like and
Right.
just
they
do
got,
something.
like I said, Big Bang got one of the best selling songs of the year and only did a video for it. They didn't promote it, none of that shit. So you
If
know,
Blackpink-
some people do got longevity, but then again, we're talking about icons. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I think if I'm not even being funny, if they were to retire today, they'd be an icon.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about icons with
Yeah,
this.
and
So
that's
yeah.
all I have to say. I hold them in that high regard.
Right.
That I think that they can continue to kind of.
First of all, they just did 3 million in one. I think I don't know if it was the tour that did a whole like 3 million, or if it was one. They made 3 mil in one night, like one performance,
shit.
John. No other female act has done that in the U.S. ever. So
Yeah,
you know they out here crushing shit.
I I ain't about to go into that.
Go into it. You scared of these fans?
No, not so much scared of fans and shit. I don't want to have like a 2 hour. No, I love Blinks. A 2 hour conversation.
Yeah.
Off camera, we were talking about like BTS, and I was talking about their goated to the point where like their contemporaries are no longer like K idols. Their peers are Drake, Bieber, like, you know, Selena Gomez, Ed Sheeran, like, you know, who Charlie Puth. Those are all kind of like who they're in with. So I get that they're K-pop, but I have them outside of K-pop because they've transcended like the genre to me. Blackpink is like that with females. To me, I feel like they're K-pop in essence, but they just do too much goat shit at this point where it's just like headlining Coachellas and
I'll say the brand, the way I know a lot of the fans hate it or whatever for the company, and sometimes music they complain about Teddy and shit like that. I got my thoughts on that. Shout out to Teddy and everything, because everything that you love about them, if it was to get oversaturated, or you know what I'm saying, if it was to flood and then all this stuff, people would be saying that. So you know what's working for them. This is what they want to do, to make them feel like an exclusive ass event. Like when Blackpink comes out and actually drops music, or they actually do something, it's a big fucking deal. And look at the fruits of their labor. So you know, a lot of fans not going to understand that, because fans don't always think business first, just because they're made to love these idols and have a parasocial relationship with them. But from a business standpoint, the fact that he pulled this shit up, well, I'll say YG, but I know it's Teddy. The fact that he pulled this shit off with them so kind of like flawlessly, to the point where they're still generating income even when they don't drop music or they don't do this and that, that says a lot. How many people you know can do any type of concert and let a fuck 3 mil make 500 grand in a night? How many people you know can make 500 grand in a night and only drop, you know, a few songs in, like, they don't have 50 songs total. So how many people do you know can do that type of thing, let alone, like I said, make 500,000 in a night, make 3 million from one performance from 2.5 hours?
Yeah, I'm with you, because you know I'm real big with business, but I'm also with the Blinks. I feel like it can be a better balance.
No, I don't think they shouldn't drop more music. I think they should. I'm just saying, from a business standpoint, I've seen someone. We saw the guy, so I've seen somebody stick to their guns and say, this is what we're going to do with them. It's not like they lied to y'all and been like, well, maybe I think one time they did say they was going to drop and they didn't drop.
They did. So, they said it's been more than once. It's been like a project is happening.
What I was going to say was, it's not like he said, yo, we're dropping an album every year, or we're going to do this, we're going to do this type of music.
With the group.
No, they're exclusive girls. They untouchable. Except by the untouchable dudes, I guess. The upper echelon. Shout out to Tay. But so I think that's I think, like I said, it worked for them.
Oh no, I was joking with him, talking about the exclusive, unless you an exclusive guy.
The audio is not on the whole thing?
Nah, it doesn't need to be. It's automatically hooked up. Yeah.
You been clicking the record though?
You don't need to. It's hooked up already.
My heart.
He's like, his soul left his body. He's like, this is not recorded.
Plugged in or something.
Okay. He was like,
but yeah, nah. Like I said, I definitely. First off, I'm one person where if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they business model seems to be working for these young ladies. I do wish that we would get a couple more drops, especially in the K world, because it's hard to compare the drops you get in the United States versus in the K world, because it seems like they have comebacks almost
twice a year.
yeah.
Even some almost.
Well,
once
no,
a season.
the average is twice a year for like
I'm talking
traditional
about like
comebacks and
high profile groups where it's just like, I'm not even about to name names, but high profile groups seem like they'll drop a song once every 3 months or 4 months.
Like Beyblades. You talking about Beyblades?
Let them rip.
Yeah. So they.
What is happening?
Beyblades. They went crazy this year, and you know they got a #1 album, and then they dropped another comeback, a Japanese one. Then they just recently dropped another one.
How did
like
come
a month
back
ago.
if they never left though? I don't understand. This is what I understand.
It's K-pop
like,
terminology,
weird.
but Yeah, they just dropped 3 projects
Don't
this
call
year,
it a
basically.
comeback. I've been here for years.
And all of them were successful, like 3 million sold, 3 million albums sold and shit like that. You know, domestically in Korea.
Yeah, because we know the numbers are gonna number, and this is a group too where it's like they don't need to stand on SK soil just for their numbers to number.
They're more popular outside.
It's more popular outside, so it's just like you can almost go anywhere in the world.
Oh yeah, no, like they're way more popular outside.
Way more popular outside
SK than they are inside. Which is pretty much like the basis of most of no, I can't say that.
Nah, but I get where you lean.
I was about to say most of third gen, but then when I think about no, that's not true because the rest of them groups that's super popular and like fourth gen are very much so, SK. But
Some groups you can tell have world domination in their sites, and other groups you can tell are going to be very local. And I mean that respectfully.
World domination.
Yeah, it ain't no other way kind of to say it. Like groups that can like have tours in Europe, have tours in South America, go to Canada if they want.
shit, now that I think about it, out of all the big 3, YG, them at YG and everything, they're the only ones who really promote heavy outside of the Eastern Asia area and everything like that. Like Twice, they'll do other shit and they'll go there, but like they really promote at home and they do a lot of their stuff at home. Same thing with like NCT, EXO, and all of that shit like that.
You can feel it feels like some people work with their home base, and like I said, if you know your formula,
but that's been a thing though. Some people don't care about promoting over here as much. They want to hit over here, but they don't want to promote and do a lot of shit over here just because they think it would be the death.
A couple groups paved the way to show y'all how to promote.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But is it? Did you pave the way for me if I don't want to do something? If I'm not trying to do something?
Yeah, well, no. Let me rephrase it. I personally don't think no one paved the way for BLACKPINK to do things that they were doing because they were doing things prior to other people. So I feel like
I get it. No, I get it though.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely stand on their own feet and really don't have to do much of anything. But I do think people should take what they did with another big group did.
I think they did a completely opposite end of the spectrum. Both the same goals, but 2 totally different things. One is
the exclusivity is the main word,
and then the other one is you get everything. You get everything from us. You gonna get a bunch of shows. You gonna get hella music.
It's almost like a counter puncher versus like a brawler.
It was like, two different things can work.
Two different things can knock you the hell out.
Yeah, two different fists. Both of them can knock you the hell out. Just 2 different ways and shit like that. One, nice little bunch of jabs and shit like that.
And then the uppercut.
Haymaker. So,
the haymaker.
Jump in the comments and tell us if y'all like how exclusive, because sometimes some people may like that, like, all right, my group is 15 for 15. And like, they don't got no more songs, but all 15 songs, bangers. They can go on tour with that, and that's cool. Other group got 200 songs. 100 of them are bullshit, and the other 100 are like, are decent. Like, so I guess, that wasn't a direct comparison.
Nick, future Nick, listen to me.
Future Nick.
Just because I don't even want that to be.
Oh no! I'm like, fuck that. I'm leaving that in. I'm stand on my own feet. I ain't disrespect nobody.
You said like 108 songs is bullshit, but I'm saying know how they take it.
Oh no! I mean, I'm not.
Let them take it.
No, but I'm just saying like bullshit. Well, let me rephrase the bullshit.
More like a what if thing.
100 of the songs are songs that either don't click or resonate with you. You don't vibe with them, or they're not particularly songs that you would download.
Right.
So like,
maturing is realizing not everything is a fucking banger, even if it's for me favorite fucking group.
Yeah.
Like,
I knew that shit when I was a pup. I was like, the same.
And I understand.
There are some people who stand so hard that they kind of.
I know. And I look.
Like, it's still good.
I was in a Harry Potter fandom, the Lord of the Rings fandom. I'm in the MHA fandom. Like, it's I know.
Because you know what's funny?
Better on mute.
Like,
You know what's funny?
I saw it too because you see a lot of this shit. Like when we reacted to Pink Venom first, it was one thing. It was like, no, this is the shit. This is the shit. This is this and this. Yeah. And then when Shutdown came out, they was like, yeah, because thank God they dropped this because we didn't really like Pink Venom and blah. And I'm just like, whoa.
And the crazy thing is, I like Pink Venom a lot. I just had a problem with that transition when it came to the chorus.
Like I said, I thought the raps was cool, but then Shutdown came and like it's a completely different.
I hate when people do that though. When we watch something and we say like, yo, the whole song is good.
Yo.
I wasn't feeling this one section. Oh, you hate it.
Right.
And
No,
it's just
I got a couple of comments like that.
I never said that.
Or
Bro,
how about
I got
this?
a couple of comments like that. I was like, I'm not even responding
that-
because you didn't
because
listen to what I
Like I'm
said.
taking it out on the
No, but my thing
taking it
is,
out
it's like,
this year it's happened where it'll be like, I'm not feeling this one because we'll get like the pre-track or whatever the fuck. We be like, and, we react. So I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling this. I think they might got something.
I know
else in
2
the tuck
instances
ahead.
off the rip that you
Yes,
talking about.
and then the second joint to come out that we said might be the banger or something like that. And it's the banger. They're like, oh my god. I'm like, yo, we told y'all. And it's like, all right, bro, y'all just stand so hard. Y'all,
Yeah,
you
nah.
know, you don't
And that's
wanna
what
be
happens
Take
too
this out.
when that's what happens too when someone releases a ballad first and then they turn up song. It's rare a ballad is gonna be like kind of the turn up unless it's super high tempo like ballad and it's like kind of set up that way. That happened with 17 when Darling came out and I was kind of like down on it a little bit, even though I think I like it now. But then Hot came out. And I was just like, see, there
Fuck
you go.
hot. Cheers came out, and that's what threw me. I was like,
oh yeah,
yo.
Cheers to come out too after that.
Yeah,
the
that's-
other instance you talking about was Yet to Come, and then Run, and we told him I was like, Yet to Come is a decent song. It's well produced. It's a good joint. But if
like,
they have a turn up song, I said it's
I
gonna
said
be the
the
one.
banger is gonna be the one. They was why everything gotta
Gotta
have
be a banger.
808.
They gotta have an 808 in it for
I
y'all
didn't
to.
say that shit. That's why I didn't even say that shit, bro. I said like, what the fuck? I'm like the one that's upbeat is gonna be the one that really knocks shit.
they
You know what I'm
always
saying, out
take
the park.
stuff,
But
edit in their minds,
shit
take it
hilarious.
and run with it and all that shit. And like,
And I don't mind when it's like good conversation
right,
because when it's
exactly. I love a good conversation, but if you just hate, argue with Walmart, you're like,
we'll tell people like to explain themselves, and I've the past couple weeks just been good conversation
Right,
where it's
I
like,
love it.
I
Yesterday-
disagree with you, and they're like,
yesterday
why?
was a dope
Explain.
one.
All right, you
Right.
explain. Here goes how I feel.
Yesterday
okay,
was,
cool.
we did
Some
the-
people like, I don't fuck you.
yo,
That's why.
I like those.
Like,
I was like, all right. I got solo stands on my ass now talking about some
hey, they on your
fucking.
bumper.
Yeah, the one on the right, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's a
No, I
bunch of
gotta go my
nonsense.
They
Somebody
said,
out there was
every-
like, yo, not too much on him. He's a real
They
fan.
was like,
I was
yo,
like, all
they
right.
said, yo, the boy just said all lies his entire time he talked. I said, damn.
And then I was like, what
I
lies? I
love jump
said,
in and gave him a paragraph.
I said, what lies?
Yo.
I know. I asked him what lies.
No, I said,
That show was like, well, not this and that. Yeah.
Whole
Well,
time that was just my burner account.
my fault, Blink Show. Y'all getting some content.
I'm so sorry.
Yo, Jared wasn't here the last few months.
It's just me dropping random comments.
But nah, like I said, I think Kurt didn't talk yet. I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
jump back in. But my biggest takeaway is that like BLACKPINK is already goated. They're iconic. Nothing's gonna change all that. So you kind of can hate if you want to. It's okay to big up as many
From
groups as you
outside the
want without
club, you
shitting
can't
on
even
other
get
joints.
in.
Right.
like, I know you wish your face was hanging with Selena Gomez.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god. Oh my god.
That's the type of petty shit that I'm like, come on, bro. You ain't gotta do that.
He's still on
I know
that
you
like,
wish your face was hanging with Camila Cabello.
I think if you really like the K world, you can agree. We need as many doors opened as possible. They need as many doors open in the K world as possible. And BLACKPINK ain't doing nothing but opening up doors for every group to come behind them.
I'm giving people a copy of the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault. Go ahead, Kurt.
No, you cool.
Start saying shit now.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I definitely think the rapping in it particularly, I would say Jenny had my favorite verse personally, though I did like everything that Lisa was doing within her verse as well.
I love Lisa so
and then the
much.
vocals and kind of switch-offs that they had with Rose and Jisoo, I really enjoyed those as well. So, like, they all kind of, and the thing, just as a side note, like, this isn't, like, particularly relevant to anything necessarily, but the fact that there's only 4 of them in the group, I feel like on each track they have a really adequate chance to really make a statement on, and that's something that kind of at least has a little bit more staying power with me personally. But in Jenny's verse, I particularly love the wordplay of the end of me and then into me, like thinking someone's the enemy, but then you're actually going to turn them like kind of into being crazy about you. So I thought the wordplay in that was really slick, and again, you know, the English wordplay on top of speaking Korean and everything like that too. So I like how they kind of balance those things out. And then in Lisa's verse, I like the whole kind of hide and seek scheme that she had, kind of keeping with the whole like the idea of chasing someone when like you're trying to get them to be crazy over you. I like that kind of they used the metaphor of the hide and seek, so I thought that was cool. And then particularly during Rosé's part, and I did love her vocals as well. I believe it was towards the bridge that she kind of had a really nice vocal run as well. But I did like the wordplay where she had said, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was
Because there's another John Lane. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm thinking. I was more so thinking out loud. You're good. It was basically like I'm gonna be the one chasing you, and then when you get a taste of me, I'll leave you the same. Basically, meaning like essentially how crazy I am about you is how crazy you're gonna be about me after like you kind of get a taste. So I like the wordplay in that as well.
I know what you mean.
But as you said though, the way they attack the tracks with confidence, energy, elegance, the bouginess or however you want to word it, you definitely feel that in the tracks, and I like the beats and everything as well. The only thing I really would say would be like a deterrent for me was kind of what you had said, Nick, in the sense that the verses were building a lot, and then when it got to the hook, I felt like it kind of simmered down a little bit. However, the one thing I will say about that is these are also lyric videos where we're kind of seeing the breaks. So as far as performances, there could be adequate moments within those stretches for choreo and things of that nature, to where there's not necessarily it's not like you're waiting for the next verse. You're kind of enjoying what's being there. So I kind of reserve judgment on that a little bit, but just at least on the first listen, I wasn't too crazy on the I guess beat break. I wouldn't even say the hook. It was more so the kind of beat break for me. But everything else that they had done personally within it was really great, and they balanced out the kind of kinetic, rapid flow sort of rap energy, but then they also had like the really nice vocals that kind of suited as well. So I think they kind of balanced the two really well.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I said what I had to say. This shit turned into like a clip.
Right. And I'm sorry.
Some people didn't need to get.
I confused Lisa with Lisa. So yeah, that's my bad. I have thought lapses.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, now you good.
But Lisa from Dead Girl Monster, Dead Girl Monster or something.
She just called her La Lisa.
Yeah, so I just lapse of thought and all that stuff. So I'm sorry, BLACKPINK blinkers. I'm so sorry.
No, you good. And the reason why I ain't saying nothing, I thought you were referring to like an OST joint that they had, because they do have a joint for a video
but no,
game.
this is just a solo artist, and she's Japanese, and I'm so sorry for mixing those up. But yeah.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah, like I said what I said about.
Right.
I said what I said about the blinks.
I'm Filipino.
Is a fire joint? Anything else from there?
No.
Jump in the comments.
Put us on the more B-sides.
Tell us how y'all feel about this. Definitely jumping
Yes.
into more B-sides. We got to jump into those B-sides that already like came from the album.
Maybe some of those C-sides.
Maybe. I mean, jump on the Patreon. There's gonna be some fire up on there today. Make sure y'all jump on there too, so y'all can react to the Blackpink guide that we did. Other than that, we love you, Blinks. We're gonna holler at y'all.
Take care.